Hey everyone, this is Rob from Ready to Roll, and you're here for February 2020's This Month in Miniatures. We're going to take a look at what I built, what I painted, and what I got coming up. So let's take a look. Alright, so first up I have what I built, which is, this old Icebrow Hunter. Metal, nice and hefty, pinned him to his base. But this is one of the few Ogre Kingdoms, way back from their original release pieces I had. Decided why not throw them together. Not gonna paint him up super soon. I have that whole other list, if I can get him focused. The whole other list that I'm working on. But I figured put them together and using some friendlies, see if I really want to get them, if I want to invest in a few cats. But yeah, aside from some pinning in the arms, really easy to build. So let's see what I got painted. Alright, and this is what I have painted for February 2020. A total of 11 models. I got 9 of these Novelar. I'm doing every 5 in a different scheme. You can see on this guy, if I can get him into focus, he's kind of a lighter tan and then some dark red like wrist wraps around his wrists and his ankles, and that's actually pallid witch flesh with I think just a Reichland shade just sloshed over it to make it look dirty and worn. And then I already did a test model for these guys, but these guys were more of Xandri Dust and oh god, I can't remember the other one. I'll remember as soon as I finish filling. I'm sure, but it's like a slightly darker tan brown color. I'm sure everyone that has other colors memorized knows. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do every 5 in a slightly different scheme, just that we want to have a rank of 40. They don't look like just a blob. I did get another lead belcher finished. You can see him continuing on with the red and yellow pants. Nothing new with the skin, but I am actually pretty happy. I don't know how well it's gonna come up on camera with the cannon. So that's lead belcher with god, what is it? The black Templar contrast paint with then lead belcher dry brush on after it, which is what I did for my other lead belcher as well. But for some reason, this one came out a little bit grimier and it's a little more realistic, so I like it. Also, Novelar head in there, so that looks cool as well. And then lastly, I have this fellow. So this is the first of my Bone Reapers painted. He's painted mostly in contrast, so I primed him gray sear, black Templar on the black metal bits. That's just Blood Angels red, and then Skeletal Horde for the bone, and then Cygor flesh, Cygor brown for the back of the shield, and then the metallics are just Retributor gold, lead belcher with a highlight of Stormhost silver, and then some known oil over the blade as well. So that's it for what I got painted, and let's take a look at what's coming up. Alrighty, and this is what I have coming up to paint for that double tournament that I think I mentioned in the last video. That tournament actually was increased potentially from 1,000 to 1,250, so they're still figuring that out, but I made a mistake last month. Iron Guts are not part of the 1,000 points, but if it's 1,250, voila, that's most of the 250 right there. So these are what I have coming up to paint. You can see I restarted on my old Metal Tyrant, who's somewhat converted. Just throwing some base colors on there. I may end up stripping him. I may just kind of continue on because I do have that new cool plastic Tyrant that just came out in individually for sale. Though I did get him in Feast of Bones. But I'm just throwing some base colors on this guy. Not doing anything crazy. I'll probably work a little bit harder on the newer model. But this guy's been waiting a long time for paint, so I figured give him some. Use him in a tournament and then move on to the other one. Not too often I'll probably be running 2 Tyrants, but I figured give this guy his day and then move on. Then I got the 2 lead belchers. This is, of course, going to be the leader guy right here. The old Imperial cannon on his back, or Empire cannon. Some of the Empire feathers. Really love this guy. Special place in my heart. He won't focus. That's fine. You know what he looks like. And then I got the 3 more Iron Guts. I do, of course, have 2 lead belchers finished, 1 Iron Gut finished, so I'll have a full unit of 4. And then I have my last 10 Novelar. I don't know if it's going to be these Novelar. I just kind of picked a few that look cool. I'll probably do this guy in particular. I think he comes from the Lead Belcher kit. He's got the torch with some fire on it. Bag of cannonballs. He has like the bandana thing on his face. I think he looks cool. He could be a good groin biter, I think is the name of the unit leader for them. So maybe I'll use him as a groin biter in this tournament. But yeah, this is what I have coming up, and then beyond this, I do have the Maw Pot to paint and the Balewind Vortex are also both parts of my list. If I don't get those done, I really want them done. If I don't get them done, it's not the end of the world. And then beyond that, I'll probably start working a little bit more on my Bone Reapers, just because with contrast, they go by so quickly. I feel like I can just bang them out and feel really good about myself. So that's what I have coming up. Alright, so that's it for this month in miniatures. Thanks for taking a look at what I've built and painted and what I have coming up. Hopefully I can get most, if not all, of that done for the next installment in this series. And until then, I've been Rob from Ready to Roll, and always be ready to roll. Stay awesome, guys.